Today we're going to look at a homework problem, problem number 25, involving order of operations and evaluating algebraic expressions. So we're given this problem that has a fraction bar, one of the most difficult order of operations problems that you'll see on our quizzes. And we're also given that a equals 12, b equals 9, and c equals 4. Our first move then is to use the substitution property of equality and go ahead and substitute all of our variables for their equivalent numbers. Instead of b squared, we'll write 9 squared minus 2 times c squared. And when I write that, I'm going to put a 4 in parentheses and then a squared. That will allow me to maintain the thought of 2 times 4 and not make it look like 24. Divided by a is 12 plus c is 4 minus b is 9. Now, if you're the type of person that wants to plug that directly into a calculator and try to come up with the answer, you have to remember, when dealing with fraction bars in order of operations, you have to have the entire numerator of the fraction in its own set of grouping symbols, for parentheses, and the entire denominator as well. If you plug it into your calculator with the entire numerator grouped, then a division sign, and the entire denominator grouped, you'll get the correct answer. But I'm going to show you how to do it by hand, just in case you don't have that calculator. I'll go ahead and erase this for more room. So, my numerator. I'll work this out first. I have to go ahead and follow the parentheses, exponents, multiply and divide from left and right, and add and subtract from left and right in the correct order so that I can get this correct. I'm going to go ahead and do my exponents first. I have a 9 squared is 81 minus 2 times 4 squared. I still have more exponents to work with, so then I'll write 81 minus 2 times 4 squared, which is 16. Again, I'm keeping that in parentheses, so I remember that this is 2 times 16. Multiplying comes before subtraction, so I now have an 81 minus 32. And then finally, 81 minus 32, which is 49. So my numerator is actually the number 49. I'll write that over here. Again, my fraction bar is going to come last in my order of operations. Now I'll work on the denominator. 12 plus 4 minus 9. I'll give myself a little room. 12 plus 4 minus 9 is going to follow order of operations, addition and subtraction from left to right. So I'll start with the 12 plus 4, and I'll have that equal to 16 minus 9. And then my last step, 16 minus 9, gives me 7. So I'll write 7 down here in the denominator. This is known as an improper fraction. The numerator is larger than the denominator. And in this instance, it can be simplified. Now, this could be thought of as 49 sevenths. However, fractions are actually a division problem. We can also read it as 49 divided by 7. As I'm sure you can see just by looking at it, our final answer of 49 divided by 7 actually turns out to be a natural number. It ends up being 7. So after we are completely through with the problem, we can see that our answer no longer has a fraction bar in it. Once again, if you wanted to plug this into a calculator to check, within your calculator, as it was before I added the grouping symbols, you would need to group it as 9, caret button, 2. Sometimes you don't have the caret button, sometimes you have the y to the x button, whichever one you have, minus 2 times 4 squared. Close your parentheses, I ran out of room. So now we're going to use our division symbol for the fraction bar. The parentheses will then be opened up for here. 12 plus 4 minus 9. And now you have to excuse me, my math club members are trying to get into the door. If you plug that into a calculator, hit enter, you should still get 7 as an answer.